Seminole County, where the streets don't sleep. From the LEOs patrolling to the tires that squeak. Lights flashing, dispatch crackling, cuffs snap tight while the plot's unraveling. Got my badge on my chest, duty calls no rest. Dots cleaning up, they the county's best. Tow trucks humming, gas lines pumping, every lane clear, no road left slumping. Seminole County, where the action collide. Every shift a new story, every road a ride. Hop in the server, the world's your arcade. From the log to the streets, every move gets made. Sheriff's cruising radar beeping non-stop. Speed demons getting clipped, that's a traffic cop. Got civs in the cut, play a role so slick. Big heist chatter, gotta move real quick. Fire trucks roaring, red streaks in the night. Doc pulling overtime, keeping roads tight. EMS saving lives, rolling dice with fate. One call away, never show up late. Build your story, choose your lane. Seminole County, never the same. Day to night, the grind don't cease. From chaos to calm, we find our peace. There's your fucking way. There's your fucking way. Seminole County, where the streets don't sleep. From the LEOs patrolling to the tires that squeak. Lights flashing, dispatch crackling, cuffs snap tight while the plot's unraveling. Got my badge on my chest, duty calls no rest. Dots cleaning up, they the county's best. Tow trucks humming, gas lines pumping, every lane clear, no road left slumping. Seminole County, where the action collide. Every shift a new story, every road a ride. Hop in the server, the world's your arcade. From the log to the streets, every move gets made. Sheriff's cruising radar beeping non-stop. Speed demons getting clipped, that's a traffic cop. Got civs in the cut, play a role so slick. Big heist chatter, gotta move real quick. Fire trucks roaring, red streaks in the night. Doc pulling overtime, keeping roads tight. EMS saving lives, rolling dice with fate. One call away, never show up late. Build your story, choose your lane. Seminole County, never the same. Day to night, the grind don't cease. From chaos to calm, we find our peace. There's your fucking way. There's your fucking way. Seminole County, where the streets don't sleep. From the LEOs patrolling to the tires that squeak. Lights flashing, dispatch crackling, cuffs snap tight while the plot's unraveling. Got my badge on my chest, duty calls no rest. Dots cleaning up, they the county's best. Tow trucks humming, gas lines pumping, every lane clear, no road left slumping. Seminole County, where the action collide. Every shift a new story, every road a ride. Hop in the server, the world's your arcade. From the log to the streets, every move gets made. Sheriff's cruising radar beeping non-stop. Speed demons getting clipped, that's a traffic cop. Got civs in the cut, play a role so slick. Big heist chatter, gotta move real quick. Fire trucks roaring, red streaks in the night. Doc pulling overtime, keeping roads tight. EMS saving lives, rolling dice with fate. One call away, show up late. Build your story, choose your lane. Seminole County, never the same. Day to night, the grind don't cease. From chaos to calm, we find our peace. There's your fucking way. There's your fucking way. Seminole County, where the streets don't sleep, from the LEOs patrolling to the tires that squeak. Lights flashing, dispatch crackling, cuffs snap tight while the plot's unraveling. Got my badge on my chest, duty calls, no rest. Dots cleaning up, they the county's best. Tow trucks humming, gas lines pumping, every lane clear, no road left slumping. Seminole County, where the action collide, every shift a new story, every road a ride. Hop in the server, the world's your arcade, from the log to the streets, every move gets made. Sheriff's cruising radar beeping non-stop, speed demons getting clipped, that's a traffic cop. Got sieves.
Alright. We are back again with another FiveM demo, FiveM script demo showcase. In this showcase, this is going to be a live demo of some of these scripts that are currently working in progress. So let's get right into this. I'm already in server. Alright, first thing I want to showcase once this thing screen, alright. First thing I want to showcase right off the bat is the new update for JM-PriorityStatus. Previously, the priority status was just static draw text on the very top center of the screen. Now I have moved it to the left center of the screen with some pretty cool animations. You can see there the priority off is bouncing in and out, kind of like that smooth little animation. That's the one thing I've never seen any other priority scripts have done. So to toggle the priority on, it's the same command /priority. Then you do a space, then on. It will do the same animation. Go from red to green. Just toggle back off. You just do /priority space off. It'll go off. Now the commands are still the same, but there's one new command. We're gonna do a cooldown. Now here's the cool thing about the cooldown. If you do /cooldown followed by space start, we'll do the cooldown, and the countdown will flicker. Cooldown will continue to bounce, do that bounce animation, while the countdown will do a fade in and fade out and type style animation. I kind of like this one better than the first time I showcased this. Now to end it, do is /cooldown space end. Then you'll get the priority aisle. Not sure what that means, but we're gonna go back to priority off. Alright, so we don't want this on the screen. You do / you can also do it with the keybind. The keybind is configurable in the the FiveM keybinding settings. I'll show you that here in a minute. To do the command, you do priority display. That is the new command. If you do that, it'll go off screen. You'll get a little notification saying display has been disabled. To enable it, you just do the same command again. It'll put it back on screen. Now to change it, go to your pause menu, go to settings, key bindings, then FiveM, then scroll down until you see JM-PriorityStatus. It should be right above the, if you have Luxar vehicle control script, it should be above there. By default, the keybind to toggle the display is F9. If you want to change it, hit enter. Say if I want to change it to the let's say the N key. Yeah, there. Now if I hit end, it'll toggle it off. If I hit end, it goes back on. So this new update, it will be releasing later today, so keep an eye out. If you don't have it, it's available on my T-Back store. Link to my T-Back store is down in the description. So I'm going to set this back to, whoops, my bed. Set this back to the F9. If you're using any type of police script, make sure to change the key bind so it doesn't conflict. Alright, so that is the JM priority status updates. I'm also on the Seminole County roleplay server. Alright, now we're gonna look at the JM-Pimping script. You'll get these little pink person icons. This is your escort pickup. Right now there's 6 locations. I'm going to be adding more around the map. I am planning on expanding this around the city. Somewhere like the middle of the map here, like North Country. I'm not going to do it anywhere near the Zancuda base. I'm looking toward. I was going to add some areas in Poleo Bay, Grapeseed, Sandy Shores area. I'll probably say also along the trail to go to the Mount Chiliad. Probably around at it somewhere around Mount Chiliad. Alright, so you get 6 icons. There's 6 default locations. Whoops, didn't want to do that. Let me grab me a vehicle. Vehicle spawner. I like using this Espo vehicle. Come on. For best experience, I recommend getting Big Daddy's scripts like the speedometer, the HUD, the postal map, and the turn-by-turn scripts. Alright, so the locations for these escorts. There's one on Atlee Street near Mission Road PD at Postal 210. And there's one in the parking lot on Elgin Avenue at 206. These are OCRP pistols. Your postals may be deferred. The third one is gonna be in this alleyway next to LS Customs. Next to A. Milton Parkway, postal 519. And there's another one over here on Milton Road and Klutz Boulevard, 513. This is going to be at Tequila La. So it's going to be on the back side of the building. Then you got another one over the Richmond Hotel at postal 661. Our paycheck at $10. Okay, okay, the good thing to know. See, there's another one. This is gonna be behind. It's gonna be right behind the tennis courts at 657 Dorset Drive in Morningwood. So those are the current locations. Like I said, I'm going to be expanding it around the map to have more variety and more. And the drop-off locations, it'll pick any one of those pre-configured drop-off locations. It may choose the same one, but um, it will choose a random drop-off location. It may choose the same one. Alright, you go walk up here, you get a little pop-up on screen, request a client, hit E, you get, there is 33 plus pre-configured PEDs in the config, and yes, this script does support add-on PEDs. You just gotta be careful what add-on PEDs you add. Oh Jesus Christ, here we go. Nope, get me healed up. I gotta figure out what's causing that. If it's the MVC road rage script, I'm gonna have to revert back those changes. Alright. Alright. Once the pet spawns, they'll play the pre-configured idle animations. I believe there's like 10 that are pre-configured. It may choose the same one, but it'll choose them randomly. So let's go ahead and start the contract and hit E. And you get a waypoint to the court center. There is a percentage chance she will get in your car if the client is too far away.
Calculating. When possible, make a legal U-turn. Continue straight. Turn right onto Vespucci Boulevard.
There is a chance where you get a special service. It just depends how much you do it. And there is the script does have some spicy scenes, which is configurable in the config. You can turn it off or you can turn it on, and you can configure the chances. So by default for the blowjob scene, you get, it's a 25% chance, and the sex scene is there is a 45% chance, and the table sex scene by default is 0 chance. Right now I'm trying to figure out why it's not doing that scene correctly. So I recommend y'all to keep that at 0 until I figure it out. I might have to disable it by default, because originally it was hard coded to, oh Jesus Christ, that would have been a nice accident. By default, it was hard coded to the 33% chance at spawn. With this script, you get special UI elements on screen once you accepted the special service or you decline the service. And it'll play that animation. And once you take the pad to their designated drop-off point, you get a nice mission pass inspired screen. So we're gonna try to speed this up a little bit. Woo, bitch! Alright, so we gotta go all the way. I'm running through these red lights. Well, this one's turned green, so it wouldn't matter. Oh, we got another green. Can we triple shits? Nope. It would have been really cool though if we hit the green light 3 times. Did I just hear shots fired? Alright, we got a green. Whoa, slow down, slow down, slow down. Alright, we're gonna... Oh, come on, you jackass!
Keep left. Continue straight.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Alright, we're gonna try. Come on, you dick. Trying to get to that drop-off location. Alright, we're gonna slow down just a little bit. And I'm gonna put my hazards on.
You have arrived.
And the drop-off location will be right here. Then you'll get a nice little notification that you got rep, and yes, you do earn money, and see that how they got out and walked away gradually. And there's the mission pass screen. How cool is that? Oh, there's Boat Boy. Hey, what's going on? Now I'm gonna try to see. Alright, let's go to one. I'm gonna no clip. Go to one in Morningwood I was talking about. Right over here. Gonna be near at this hotel. It was originally gonna be at that hotel right there, but I have had some issues with it spawning on top of the roof. All right. So here's the other location. I'm gonna showcase like a couple. All right. Request a client. And I don't know why they're facing that direction. I'm gonna see why it's doing that. And you can see there is playing the coffee cup animation. Now if we hit E. Oh damn. I was gonna play that.
Starting your route.
Alright, we're gonna put that up. And see there it'll pop in Court Center again. Alright. Alright. Because I want to showcase the special service. There's Anita.
You have arrived.
Oh, shut up. Alright, let's drop her off real quick. In the config, you can change to any type of notification system you have. Whether it's QB Core, native, not native, standalone. No, it's QB Core, QB Phone, Oxlib. But I'll show you all the config. Let me see if I'm able to get the special service. Because I know I configure it to be a 45% chance, 25% chance to get it. Request a client. And yes, the pet models will spawn differently. It may choose the same pet. Nope. God damn it. See, I'm gonna do the emergency cleanup command. So if you have any issues with the special services animations, you can use that command. Oh, clean up. Alright, let's get another ped. I think there's like a certain idle animation won't play, so I'm gonna figure out why it's doing that. before I release this script publicly. Let's go ahead and start this. Oh, damn it. Alright. And yes, sometimes you will get Amanda Townley. There we go. There it is. You can hit G to accept or H to decline. So I'm gonna show you all the accepted one. I know YouTube's gonna flag me for this. I'm gonna hit G. You'll get the accepted screen. You'll get in a random position, and she'll do that. And you got the blowjob animation. And yes, you do get a. There is a chance. Oh, okay. I don't know where this NPC photographer is, but there is a photography system NPC. And there you go. That's the special service. Now let me see. Now, hopefully we can get it to where what pets are trying to spawn. Oh, there we go. At the beach. And there's the intimate offer. Go ahead and accept that one. They get in position. Then we'll do that position. Then you get a little pop-up on screen. You just sing there. There's like 3 phases you'll go through. You'll get that little pop-up based on the you get the intimate or the other one. It's which one you get. So let's go do the emergency cleanup. Now let me show you the screen when you decline the special service. Now if I hit H, you get a nice little decline screen. How cool is that? Alright, I'm gonna do the emergency cleanup one more time, because I just wanted to show you what happened. Those UI elements. They're gonna be a little bit buggy, but I will work my best to fix it so it's not flickering. I know certain people have epilepsy, like myself.
Starting your route. Recalculating. You have arrived.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and restart the script. Alright, so that is the JM-Pimping script. Alright, so next one on the list I'm gonna showcase y'all is the traffic control script. So this is a little script I've been working on, so I'm gonna ditch the car. I'm going somewhere where there's more traffic. I think the interstate should be the good one. Yes. Actually, let's do it on the bridge here. Alright. Alright, so the traffic control script, there is a keybind, and there's also a command for the menu of the show. And that dude just flew through a red light. So for the command to open the traffic menu, it's going to be /traffic-menu. Okay, what's going on here? Alright, I'm gonna take a screenshot because I gotta fix that, see why it's doing that. So this is a little menu. This is not gonna be in the final product of the script. I'll make it to where it's a nice little clean UI menu. So this is a work in progress script, so this is in early testing. Let me get somewhere. There's no, I don't get no more cars. You can spawn a cone, small cone, medium, large cone. You can spawn a traffic divider and a road barrier by using your number keys. So it hit 1. I'll spawn a cone, and it will spawn wherever you're standing. And it looks like you're shitting them out of your ass. And I'll spawn like a few. And they should be avoiding, and look at that. And they will go around the cones once you place them. They shouldn't be stopping. I'm still trying to figure out why they're still stopping. I'm gonna spawn a traffic divider. And I'm gonna remove the nearest one. Alright, I don't know why traffic's gonna be acting like that. Maybe I should have. Alright. I don't know why it's not gonna spawn like some type of weird. Alright, let me see if I do it this way. Nope, it'll. Alright, we're gonna. This is a work in progress script. That's why I said this is a work in progress script. Now to remove everything, hit 8. Remove everything, get the traffic going. So I don't know why they stop when there's cones out. Like I said, this is a work in progress script. Now if I spawn a barrier, if I hit 6, you get the road closed barrier. Now, let me do it this way. I don't know why it's doing it at an angle. It should. It ignores the. Yeah, like I said, this is a work in progress script, so now I have to do about 5 here. Second. That's whatever. But it does spawn as long as it's a valid model. So at 8, remove everything and close the script. We can do either hit escape or hit the command. Whoops. Why is it doing that? Alright, that's a conflict. Alright, escape that. or you hit right mouse button to close it out. Alright, so that is the traffic control script. So there is no ETI on that. Next I'm going to showcase y'all is the tattoo menu. So we're going to go to a tattoo shop. I'm gonna go to this one right here. Oops. I want to do that. Alright, I'm gonna walk in here. Alright, so for the tattoo menu, there's a command and there's a keybind. The default keybind for the tattoo menu is gonna be F7. Open up F7, you'll get this nice little UI. Right now there's several categories to choose from. Most of them are coming soon. If you select a category, you'll get a bunch of different tattoos to choose from. There is no preview images. I'm gonna figure out how to get the preview images added. So this might, as of right now, the tattoo parlor script, the tattoo menu script does require you to have a database. So if I select, let's see here. I'm gonna select the Demon Rider. And yes, and the prices of the tattoos varies on what you set and the config. So if you want the tattoo, you just click this purchase tattoo button. You get a nice little pop-up screen with animation, and you got that one. And the tattoo that you just bought will be, the border will be highlighted in green. If once you hover it, you get a nice. If you hover over it, you get a nice little glow, green glow background, and you'll get a little pop, a badge saying that you owned it. You can search the tattoo. You can sort by name You can sort by price from low to high or high to low. You just X out there. Now we're gonna show you this by doing a slash shirt. Take my shirt off, and there's the tattoo. It actually applies to your tattoo. I mean, to your player. Now, you can remove the tattoo, but it does cost you a fee to remove it. Alright, we're gonna bring out the tattoo menu. This time we're gonna use the command. Now, if you don't like it, you go down here, bottom left hand corner right here, where it says remove all tattoos. You click that, then you get a confirmation bubble asking you, are you sure you want to remove all tattoos? This action cannot be undone. You can select cancel or hit yes to remove all. For me, I'm gonna select yes, remove all, and you'll get a nice little notification saying all tattoos have been removed. And we exit out of there, and that tattoo is off your player. How cool is that? The keybind, you can change the keybind for the menu and the keybinds, your FiveM keybinds. You also can change, I believe you can add more tattoos, but I haven't tested it out, so I'm gonna have to do some further testing to make sure. Let me get some tattoos on my player. Alright. That is the JM JM-TattooMenu script. The next one I'm going to show y'all is the counterfeit business script. Alright, so if you open up the pause menu, you should see these target icons. If you see a property that has these icons, they are purchasable. And the prices vary on the location. So the underground facility at the La Fuerte Blanca. The underground facility is gonna cost you 100 grand. The port storage over at the Port of Los Santos for 65,000. Another one is Warehouse District, which is East Los Santos. It's gonna cost you 50,000. I think there's only 3 at the moment. There's 1, 2, 3. No, there's 4 at the moment. You also got this junkyard off of Route 68 of Cat Claw. We're gonna do the one over at 170. 174 is the foundry. But I might change that location because I don't like where it's at. We're gonna do the one at the port here. So we're gonna teleport there. Yeah, it's gonna be this post ops building here. You should see this bubble. You walk into it, proceed to access the business location. You hit that, you'll get a little menu. As of right now, the menu is kind of not the best, but I'm still working on refining this to more where the UI is gonna be much more cleaner and smoother and more optimized. So you got a few options here. You can right now the business information you cannot see. It has not been implemented yet, so that is a work in progress. You can purchase the business for 65,000. You can enter the business. So let's go ahead. So right now you don't have access to the business. You can try to enter the business. Oh, I'll let you. Holy shit. Guess it does let you. Okay. There you go. Yep, you can enter the business. Let's go ahead and purchase the business. And you'll get pop-ups. You need to enter a business name, so for this I'm gonna do John Boy Incorporated. Or John Boy Services Incorporated. And it'll actually deduct your money based on will deduct money from your account based on the money framework. By default, it's gonna be the QB Core. I'm working on featuring integrations with other money systems, so keep an eye out on that. And the counterfeit business, that it has its own custom bus menu. So you have E. But this boss menu is a work in progress. You have employee management, business accounts, withdraw money, deposit money. It just, as of right now, it's not the best, but still work in progress. I will continue working on it to make it more better, smoother, optimized. You can go to if you go to employee management, you can hire an employee, view employees. If you hit hire employee, you'll get a notification pop up right above the minimap saying no players nearby to hire. You can view your employees, business accounts. Somehow it's not working. It's a work in progress. Like I said, it's a work in progress script. Alright, now let's go into the business. We were able to enter the business. Manage business. Business overview, production, collect products, upgrades, transactions. Right now it's coming soon. Employee management is coming soon. You can view your upgrades. You do your production, collect products. Alright, I'm gonna figure out why it's not letting you enter the business after purchasing. Oh, wait a minute, so it's right here. Oh, no, never mind. You should be able to enter your business once you purchase it, but I'll figure out why it's doing that. Wow. Alright, so that is the counterfeit business script, and the final one is the add-on ped menu, and I'm gonna figure out why that's on screen. So did I not spell that correctly? OUNTERFEITBUSINESS. Why is it? Oh, it's FI. Oh my god, the name of it is incorrect. There we go. Yeah, I misspelled it. Actually, I'm going to stop it completely. Did that removes the notification? Nope, it's coming on screen. So let me screenshot that. Alright, so the add-on pen menu. So we're moving on to the add-on menu. This is the Let's script to showcase. So you can, there's two ways to open the menu. You can use the keybind or use the command. What's wrong one? Oh, not that one. Nope. Go for there. Alright, the only way to open the add-ons, oh my god, okay. We're gonna do the keybind for, the command for the add-ons, add-on ped spawner. We're gonna do /ped spawner. That is the command. Hit enter. You'll get this nice little UI on screen. You get the option to, you have to enter the ped model name. You can spawn the ped, delete all the ped. There's some instructions here, clear instructions how to use the menu, and you will get a warning on the menu about there's certain add-on, if you're using add-on peds, certain add-on peds with overloaded textures or excessive drawable variations will fail to spawn and will, there is a chance where it will crash your game or crash your server. So you gotta be very careful on when using this menu, because that's why that warning is there for a reason. So we're gonna try, see if I can get this pet name. There's a couple ones. These are not safe for work peds. These are add-on peds that I added in for testing purposes. YouTube may flag me for these. So I'm gonna enter the ped name, and I'm gonna click spawn ped. Then you'll get a notification that this ped has spawned. When I first created the script, it was originally you spawn a ped, they will walk around the map. But before the demo showcase, I implemented where they can be your companion ped. It can be your companion. So like wherever you go, they'll follow you. Now if you get a vehicle, they will definitely get into the vehicle. Let me get this one here. I guess not. I guess I didn't implement that in. So I will implement that in and do a final showcase. And I don't know why they will run into you. So to delete the ped, we'll open up the ped spawner menu again. And we just select delete all. And there you go. Perfect. Now I'm gonna spawn in another ped. This is another not safe for work ped. Like I said, YouTube might flag me for it. But luckily I'm not recording, so I might do a separate recording. I'm gonna enter this ped name, then spawn them in. Perfect. And once you spawn that ped in, if you're ever in combat, they will fight with you in combat. That's the best part about the script. There. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete her. Alright, so let's go into a combat situation. And yes, you can spawn other pets in. There is blacklisted pets that you are not allowed to spawn. If you have one sync, if you're using one sync on your server, they have been blacklisted because due to one sync issues. Alright, let's try to get into a random combat. So let's go ahead and get a ped. I'm gonna choose Amanda Townley. Alright, she'll spawn here. And she'll follow me wherever I go. And let me grab my weapon real quick. Grab me a gun, some bullets. Got a condom. Alright. Alright, let's start a fight. Let's start off with a gunfight. Okay, that's weird. Oh, I know what it is. I've got to whitelist the fucking gun. Are they gonna fight? Oh, that's because I had to come. Alright, let me turn that off. Disable it, because they were supposed to. Oh shit, the fucking dog, the fucking dog. The fucking dog, the fucking dog. The fucking dog, the fucking dog, the fucking dog, the fucking dog. I don't want to shoot the dog. The fucking dog, get away from the fucking dog. Oh shit. Oh shit, shit, go 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 go. Oh, the fucking dog. That fucking dog. All right. Traffic control, TattooMenu, spin showcase, priority stairs, spin showcase, pimping script, spin showcase. The priority script that'll be in a different one, different showcase. JM-Business has been showcased. AddonPedSpawner has been showcased. All right, where's Calm AI? Look at the light console. Oh, weird. Wow, I lost my weapon? Oh, fuck you then. There it is, okay. They're supposed to react to the gunshots. Nope, they just run away. Which is weird. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and delete the error. Alright, so that's the add-on pad spawner script. Alright, I ain't got nothing much else to showcase. I think that's everything here. Alright. Let's see. Holy shit, it works. Where are we at? Oh, I see where we are. We're on Clinton Avenue. Alright, I'm gonna select this shit. Got that script. There we go. Alright, this is gonna be the end of demo showcase. Alright, appreciate it for everybody for tuning in. I'm gonna try to see if I can spawn her in. Oh, the one thing I didn't show in the add-on pet spawner, if you try to spawn it, let's see, let's do Tracy DeSanta for example. If you try to spawn like Tracy DeSanta, she is a blacklisted pet because she is known to not spawn in FiveM. I can't figure out the reason why she will not spawn in FiveM. So you try to click, if I click spawn pet here, blacklisted, no spawning issues. You'll get the notification right here as well. Let me show you the config for each script that I showcased so far. Make sure we're on. Alright. So here's the config for the JM-Pimping script. These are the configured peds that it's going to choose from this list right here. I'm gonna remove her. I'm gonna remove her to the blacklist. So let me do that right now. Yeah, she won't spawn. So I recommend y'all not to mess with this not to mess with this here unless you know there is a pet that's not gonna spawn. I'm gonna copy this and paste it here. We should have kept. I should have kept despawn. So these are your valid peds, and yes, like I said, they do. The script does support add-on peds as long as you name it correctly. Same thing with the other pets. Make sure you name it correctly. I do added a link where you can get the valid ped models, and the two add-on peds that I showcase, I leave a link to those there. These models are not included with the script because I don't own the rights to those models, but I leave the link where you can get those models. I'll also leave link a YouTube channel where you can how to convert these to to FiveM. So like I said, these are the pets that are blacklisted because they are known to either not spawn correctly or the pet's just very problematic. And these are your idle animations. And these are your pickup locations. Like I said, there's 6 by default, and we're gonna add more. And same thing with the dropout locations. These are dropout locations. These are with the coordinates are the vector 3. If you want to add more yourself, make sure to use the vector 3, not the vector 4. Here's your pickup lines. You can customize these to your liking. And as you can see here, these are already pre-configured. And here's your chances configuration option. Like I mentioned earlier, by default, when I go to release the script, it's going to be false by default. If you want to enable it, you can set this to true. And these options right here, you can change these if you want to. For this one here, keep it at 0 till I figure out it's gonna be not that great, but these you can customize if you want. But by default, as of right now, at the time of this live showcase, demo showcase, It's gonna be 25, 25. If I want to go to release this right here is gonna be 40, 45. So that'd be a whole number. So this, as you can see here in the green annotations, it tells you what the percentage is chance for that particular offer. And this right here is gonna be like 20. But like I said, you can configure this all you want if you want to. And the notification system, like I mentioned earlier, there is 4 options you can choose from. You can use the QB Core, the QB Phone. Here's your valid options: QB Core, QB Phone, Auxlib, and Chat. Duration in milliseconds. I would keep this at default, and you can position the notification where you want it. If you're using Auxlib notifications, but I'll also add an option where you're going to be if you're using QB Core, the QB Core one. And the UI effects, like I mentioned earlier, like I showcased earlier, this right here, you can toggle it true or false. If you want that one specific effect, you can go in here and change from true to false. Like the response effects, which is the accepting decline offers. You just type it like this, false, and it will not, and save it. It will not spawn show, but by default everything's gonna be true. And here's the option for the photographer NPC that was mentioned earlier. By default, it's gonna be enabled, and there is a 75% chance where it's gonna spawn. The picture frequency, it's gonna be 3 seconds. If you want it to be longer, you can change that, and you can change how many pictures they can take. You can change the spawn distance, whether or not they spawn after service. You can change this to true or false. And there is a cooldown for taking pictures. By default, it's gonna be 10 seconds. It will prevent it from spamming the notifications. The reason why I added this cooldown is because before I implemented this, it was spamming notifications like no tomorrow. So I went into the code, changed a few things, and added this in. So there is a cooldown in between notifications, so it won't spam as much notifications. And here's your valid pet models. So you will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by default. If we want to add more, you can change that. And here's the animations. If you want to change the animations, you can do that. So, and right here for the notifications, you can customize it to your liking. So that is the JM-Pimping script config. It's all configurable, and it should work depending if you have set this up correctly. Now here's the config for the tattoo menu. Right now the only framework options you have is QB Core or standalone. By default it's going to be QB Core. And here's the key. You can change the key to open the menu. By default it's going to be F7. And now for the QB Core specific settings for QB Core servers, there's a money type. You can change the money type to either cash, bank, or crypto. The notification type, there's 4. You can choose between primary, success, error, or warning. And the money type names, it's gonna be this default one. I would recommend this B. And here's here's a good option. As of right now, it's not. Right now, it's a work in progress option. It's the business hours configuration. You can have it enabled or disabled. You can change the opening hour, the closing hour. It's gotta be in a 24-hour format. You can set the warning time. This will be immense before the closing show a warning. For door locking system, you can have it enabled or disabled. You can have it set true. Lock the doors when the shop closes at a specific time. You can have it set this to true. The unlock on open. You can set that to true when the store or the shop opens. You can play a sound effect. And right here, you have 4 options. You can use the QB door lock, the aux door lock, a custom one, or just don't want to use, or none. And right here you can configure the door IDs and the notifications. In here you can enable or disable them and customize this to whatever you like. And here's the tattoo shops. These are the valid, these are the coordinates. And right here you got the tattoo categories. Then you got the tattoos. You can, over here you can customize the tattoos. This is gonna be your tattoo data. If you want to contribute to help me add tattoo data from the base game model to the script, hit me up on Discord. And if you help me, if you contribute to add more tattoos to the script, you'll get the resource completely for free. And right here you can configure the prices for each tattoo. And right here the price settings, you can customize this setting as you want. So this is the JM-TattooMenu config. As of right now, do not mess with the config business hours, as I'm still trying to work on it. Alright, the next config is going to be the JM-PriorityStatus config. The framework settings, you got a couple of them. For the config.framework, you can choose between QB Core and standalone. By default, it's going to be QB Core. The notification settings, you can choose between Big Daddy's notify script. You can use the chat or use standalone. Whatever setting you set in here, it'll toggle that play that notification. It will use that notification system. Right here is underneath display settings. You can change the keybind, you can change the position, the X and Y, you can change the scale, you can change the font. Cooldown settings, you can change how long you want the cooldown time to last. By default it's going to be 10 minutes. And for the config standalone, if you're using standalone, you can use the permission system, ACE permission system. You can allow the players. For the Big Daddy notify settings, for the type, you can there's 4 types. You can use info, success, error, or warning. The length is going to be 5,000 milliseconds, and the style is going to be default. And the config messages, you can configure this to your liking. That is the priority status config. Now for the config for the counterfeit business, you have two options, one for QB Core and ESX. So JM Counterfeit Business Script is going to be compatible with ESX and QB Core, and does require you to have a database. So you got, for your database, by default it's going to be aux MySQL. If you're using the MySQL async, depending on the framework, make sure you use the correct one. Because general settings, you can toggle the debug messages. You can change your change the locale, right? But for now, by default, it's gonna be English. I'm working on future localization implementation feature of the script. So right now, this script won't be what you see in these configs. May change depending on what changes have made into the script. And the business settings, you can set the max number of businesses per player. You can set the purchase price, and you can set the upgrade cost for the business. Production settings, you can configure any of these to your liking. For the production interval, you can change this to how long you want it. Base production time, you can change this. Security settings for the raid chance. There is a chance where your business can get raided. So by default, there is a 5% chance of police are gonna raid per production cycle. For your security level, you can security reduces raid chance. If you have this true, the security level will reduce the raid chances. And here's your business locations. If you want to change, don't like the ones that are there, you can change it in here. Make sure it's a vector 3. You can change the spread. You can change the color. You can change the scale. All that in here is configurable. You can come out in here under product configurations. You can configure the products to your liking. For the counterfeit money, by default, for the production time is 30 minutes, and each of these products require a specific level. You can configure the ingredients, you can configure the sale locations, all that in there is all configurable, and you can mess around with the upgrades here for each level. You can change the notification duration, the police settings here for the police jobs. These are the valid police jobs that can raid businesses. And yes, there is a option here where you can have minimum police online for the raid, in order for the raids to for actually to happen. So by default it's gonna be 2. You can increase the number if you want to. You can configure the raid duration. By default it's gonna be 5 minutes. So 300, which is in seconds, gonna be 5 minutes. Money laundering. You can enable this. By default it's gonna be set to true. Upon release it's gonna be set to false. Here's the valid locations where you can set money laundering. You can change the rate, increase the minimum and max amount. Now for the boss menu, you can use the built-in one. You configure all of these, including the grades. There is an option to enable to use Discord webhooks. by default it's gonna be false. If you want to enable it, you can set it true, and you set your webhook URL in here. There is an option in the config interiors. In the interior settings, by default it's gonna be true. Change the fade screen duration set to 1000 milliseconds. You can change the delay and when teleporting between the fade out and teleport. You can change the exit marker type. You can increase the size of the exit marker. You can change the color of the marker. You can change the enter and exit text, and change the interaction distance with the entrance and exit. So all that's configurable. Like I said, the configs may change depending on what I have changed or added or fixed. It just depends. And lastly, the last config is the JM-AddonPedSpawner config. There ain't much configuration to this, as like I said, I'm planning to add more to the config where you can change the positioning and all that, and feature implementation to existing notification systems. Available options you can use is, like, by default it's going to be key record. You can choose auxlib. Make sure to have auxlib. You can use chat, or you can use the native, which is the basic GTA, the native GTA 5 notification system. You can change the notification duration as you please. So those are the configs. That is everything I showcased. Let's see here. Let's see if I can spawn another blacklisted ped. Oh shit, I didn't mean to open up Photoshop. I didn't mean to do that. Exit out of fucking Visual Studio. Add this in Notepad++.